You have just ruined this child's life. And why? Because you hate us that much. And I'm not talking to all of y'all, so don't get mad. And if you want to get mad, I don't give a fuck. I'm mad too. We all can be mad together. I love everybody.
That's Tasha, that's Steph. Let's go ahead and fill in the rest. We gonna eat a little, drink a little. Our story time is the best. Have you LOL when you click play? No, this ain't no clickbait.
What's up, y'all? It's Tasha and I'm back with another video. I'm doing a solo today. If you don't like eating, don't watch this video. But if you want to hear the message, if you want to hear what happened, then brace yourself. I don't eat that bad, y'all. So, what I have here, I know y'all like, really? You gonna bring a microwavable meal? Yes. If you're new to the channel, I don't usually eat microwavable food, but today I wanted to have something nostalgic. And when I was a kid, teenager, I loved Stouffer lasagna. I don't know how this is gonna taste because I haven't had it in over 10 years. So who knows how this is gonna taste. I have a salad and I have some crostini, salt and pepper, olive oil on the crostini. All right, let's get into the video. All right, y'all, I'm back, fake back. I didn't go anywhere. This is, okay, so if you are not new here, this thing that I'm about to talk about, you've probably heard it before, but I think that it's a good thing for me to talk about it again, to bring awareness to people who may think, even some of our subscribers who are not black or even black ones, who think that police only mess with people who commit crimes, that police only abuse people who commit crimes, that police are not racist, that some police, I'm not saying all, are not racist, that you have to be doing something wrong, you have to be committing a crime, you have to be a bad person. I'm one to tell you, you don't have to be anything but a black person. And I'm not saying that other races don't get, because I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, white people get it. I don't know why it's always black and white, but anyway, white people get, I don't think I turned this light up good enough. Wait, hold up. A lot of times I hear, well, white people get harassed too, white people get beat up too, white people get killed too, such and such. Okay, fine. Show me some video, okay? It might be true, and I'm not saying it's not, but to complain about it so much when I say that my brother has gotten killed, I'm not saying my blood brother, y'all, but you know what I'm saying. Instead of saying I'm sorry and you saying, well, we do too, okay, fine. Put it on the internet. Let me see. Let us all see so we can do something about it. We're fighting because we know this is happening, okay? Okay. It's that simple. That's it. You don't have to compare the two. But anyway, let me get to my point. I'm going to tell y'all my story of police brutality. If you've already heard it and you don't want to hear it again, I'll see y'all in the next video. I love y'all. And I urge you guys to please share your story. If you are a black woman or a black man, or like I said, anybody, brown, whatever, share your story of police brutality so something can be changed. Share it so people are aware that it happens to everybody. I don't care if you're not a YouTuber, if you're not a video person, create a video. Let it be known so we can all see it. Let it be known so those who want to act blind can see what is happening. To see what I mean, we already see it, but there's millions, I'm sure. There's 47 million people, black people in the United States, I believe. I'm sure millions have been abused by the police, and I want you guys to speak up. Let me get into the food real quick. I don't know how this is about to taste. I don't know how that's gonna taste. Let me try that last. Let me get my first bite and then I'm just gonna start talking. That was delicious. Here's my story. I'm 19 years old at the time. Never committed a crime. Never stolen, never beat anybody up, except for one girl in high school that deserved to shit me first. I'm in a relationship. She does, and I'm telling the whole story, she does pull a knife out on her mother's boyfriend, who happens to be married as well because her mom was a cheating hoe. A homewrecking hoe, I'm sorry. Mother's boyfriend slapped her mother, so she pulled a knife out on him. She didn't touch him with it. She just pulled it out on him. We're at her mom's house. He leaves. We think it's the end of the story. Hours later, we hear a bang at the door. Didn't know it was the police. They never said they were the police. We heard a bang at the door. It was loud. Then they announced themselves they were the police. I didn't have on any pants. Okay? So, we're checking our time. She didn't. The door was locked. Oh, mind you, the door was locked. She didn't open the door yet because I didn't have on pants. They were like yelling, open the door. They were just, no. So, she opened the door. 3 male officers, 1 female officer. I don't have any pants on. So, I'm trying to put my pants on, you know, before the male. I mean, they were there. They could see me, but not completely. So I'm trying to put my pants on. As I'm putting my pants on, so, you know, my leg is inside of the pants leg. So I'm in an awkward position. The female officer grabs my arm and snatches me. No reason at all. I'm like, okay. I pull away from her because I'm angry. You know, I didn't yell, didn't cuss. I just pulled away and continued to try to put my pants on because I don't want officers to see me in my underwear. Male officers to see me in my underwear. Mind you, everyone was white. Of course, except for me and my girlfriend. They came for a good reason. Somebody said that somebody tried to attack someone with a knife. I understand why they were there. I do understand that they had to treat us both as if we were the suspect because it's a weapon call. You're gonna be concerned. Okay, I get it. Once I pull away from her. I was like, I don't have nothing to do with it. It's her. Or she was like, it's her, whatever. Okay, so, hold on. So, the cop pulls me. I pull away. Still trying to put my pants on. And the male officer sees me do that. He gets very upset or very racist. He runs from outside. He wasn't even inside of a house at this time, or he was at the doorway. Mind you, I'm 19, 110 pounds, wet. He runs in from outside, pushes me against the wall, body slams me. I literally pulled away from the officer. I didn't push her. I didn't say anything. I didn't hit her. I didn't even look mad. I'm just like, you know, your initial reaction or my initial reaction to someone grabbing me is to pull away initially, especially when I don't have on pants. He body slams me, throws me onto the ground, puts his knee in my back, and 2 other officers put their knees, I don't know where, but I had a knee in my back. This is 1 year after having heart surgery. No, they didn't know that. But who body slams a 110-pound girl? A racist white man does, okay? Now, I tell you this because I don't want it to happen to you. I want to make you aware. And I'm talking to everyone, black, white, Mexican, Indian, Asian, everyone, that they don't love us. And we shouldn't love them, okay? And if you don't know who them is and you want to create in your own mind who them is, that's fine with me. I'm not going to play with you. Threw me down on the ground, put their knees in my back, twisted my wrist. My wrist was about 3 times the size that it actually was. I did no resisting. I did no fighting. The one mistake I made was I pulled away from a white woman in front of some white men. To me, I don't call those police officers. They're trash. That's what they are. Physically, that is all that happened to me. It wasn't fair. It wasn't right. But I didn't die. I'm glad I didn't die that day. But I very easily could have. A year after heart surgery, 110 pounds, 3 men that are at least 180 pounds apiece, kneeling on your back. I know they weren't on my neck. I remember them being on my back, and I couldn't breathe. My partner kicked one of the police officers after that. She kicked one of the police officers because she got him off my back because I couldn't breathe. He deserved it. And I'm glad she was there that day, because what if she wasn't? And what if something happened? Fast forward, I go to jail for 3 days. It's time for court. I go to court. I don't have any money. I have a public defender. White. But she was honest with me. My charges were assault on a police officer with serious injury. Never touched a cop. Assault with a deadly weapon. Never had a weapon. Some other charges, I don't remember. But it was like 6 charges, you guys. 6. They said, okay. Initially, here's your charges. Plead guilty. You're gonna go to jail. Everything's fine. Because you're black. I said no. Because you're black and broke. I said, no, I'm not going to plead guilty to something I didn't do. I didn't have any help from anyone. So I'm 19, I'm alone, and I don't know what to do. They tell me, public defender tells me, you are in Torrance. The judge is racist. The cops are racist. And I'm not lying to y'all. She's white herself. You're not going to win. Before I go on. They said they would reduce the charges. I wasn't going for it. Whatever they wanted to reduce it to, I was not going to do. So they got it down to resisting arrest. I said, well, what arrest was I resisting when I wasn't supposed to be arrested to begin with? You guys came for the ex, not me. So what was the arrest charge? There was no arrest charge. She said if I didn't plead guilty to resisting arrest, they were going to give me the assault on police officer with serious injury and assault with a deadly weapon, and I was going to be in jail for a very long time. If I pled guilty to resisting arrest, I could go home. I could go home, but now I have a misdemeanor on my record for 3 years. And I can't get a job for 3 years. 3 years of my life was ruined because of a racist white cop. I did nothing. So that is my point, to tell you, we don't have to do anything. All we have to do is be black. It's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. That's not true. Not for us. We are guilty until somebody decides that we're not. Not even until we can prove our innocence and almost still go to jail. I looked at the police record. I looked at you can order the police notes. The police said that in the notes, it was such a lie. They said that I choked my girlfriend's mother. I never put my hands on her. Would never. I want you to share your stories. Like I said earlier, I want to bring awareness to people who are unaware or pretend to not know or who don't care. Just put it in their faces. We need it to be out. We need everyone to know that it's not just what you see on TV. There's millions more people who are brutalized by cops probably every day. You only hear about the ones that are killed. You only hear about the ones that are being recorded. There's so many more. I have a 16-year-old black son, and I would die for him, and I would take whoever hurt him with me. Do you understand? Every job I applied to wouldn't hire me. For 3 years, I couldn't get a job. What do you think someone 19 years old or any age, when they can't get a job and it wasn't because of something they did, do you think they're going to be angry? They're going to be livid, unhappy, depressed, angry at the judicial system, angry at people, just angry. I don't trust police officers. I have had great encounters with some, and I have had 2 bad encounters. One of them was because of registration, y'all. I got put in handcuffs because I had expired registration. And a little bit of an attitude, I ain't gonna lie. I had an attitude, kinda. I mean, You pulling me out the car and not telling me why, I'm gonna have an attitude. But it was my mouth. If I was white, I wouldn't have got put in handcuffs just for saying why. Why? Aren't those my rights? No, because I'm black. I don't have rights. Now, when I make my own rights, you're gonna be mad. You're gonna quit. You're gonna quit your job. You wanna quit. You wanna stop the emergency task force, whatever, because you got mad because 2 cops got fired or disciplined because they pushed somebody. Stop pushing people. Stop killing people. Stop shooting people with rubber bullets who are peacefully protesting. Anyway, let me get to my point. 3 years I didn't have a damn job. Okay, I'm 19, 20, 21, sad, depressed, and broke. Okay, walking around here not able to get a job. What do you think somebody like that? You think somebody? I gotta eat, right? And that's all I gotta say. I have to eat. I have to take care of myself one way or another. Some people turn to I'm gonna say street walking. I didn't, so let me clear that up. I didn't. But some people feel like they have no other choice. You know, in that time, if you have to eat today and you hungry and you got to eat today, you have to figure out what you're gonna do. So I hustled legally hustled, but a lot of people can't find legal hustle, so they illegally hustle. Because I mean, if I can't find a legal and I need to eat, I'm gonna starve to death if I don't. I'm gonna figure something out. Would I steal from a person? Absolutely not, but I'm gonna figure something out. I'm just saying that to say, when you arrest my black brother, when you arrest my black sister based on a lie, and you put her in jail for whatever amount of time, and you give her a record that she doesn't deserve, you have just ruined this child's life. And why? Because you hate us that much. And I'm not talking to all of y'all, so don't get mad. And if you want to get mad, I don't give a fuck. I'm mad too. We all can be mad together. I love everybody. I don't just love black people. I love everybody who loves me and my people. Everybody's my people. Let me say that first of all. But you guys, and I'm not talking to, don't think I'm talking to a particular race. I'm talking to you people who don't love us. I'm talking to the people that judge us. I'm talking to the people who can't stand us. I want a change to come. If you see me on the street with a knee in my back, with a knee in my neck, please help me, because I would help you. I don't care what color you are. I'm gonna help anybody that's being treated unjust. I don't care who you are. And the reason why I'm talking about this, please don't make it about yourself. It's about the unfair treatment, the unequal treatment of black people. We were taken, we were brought here, forced to work for no money while you killed us, while you killed our babies, and then promised 40 acres and a mule, killed the man who promised 40 acres and a mule, and said, nope, not gonna give it to you. We can't allow this to go on. I'm so glad this is happening right now. I'm so happy. I'm so thankful. I thank God. I get on my knees and thank God that this is happening. That we are rioting. That we are burning things down. I'm proud of us. Have you ever been stopped by the police and deserved a ticket but didn't get it? Absolutely. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the other ones, because there's no reason to talk about what was supposed to be. I'm not saying that was supposed to be done. You could have given me a ticket. I'm not talking about humanity. I'm talking about inhumanity, because that's what needs to change. Vote. We're all out here picketing, looting. Every single mother effer that looted, you better go vote. Okay? Don't be out here stealing from these stores and not voting. That's what I'm gonna be mad about. And I'm not talking about just the president. You have to vote in your cities, your counties, your states, all that. You have to vote for all this stuff to get the right people in office and the wrong people out. You guys are welcome to come in my comments and say whatever you want. I'm probably not gonna read the comments. Because I don't want to argue. I don't want to argue about this because there ain't no argument. Ain't nothing you can tell me. I've lived through it. It destroyed my life for 3 years. 4 racist white people had the power given by the government to destroy my life for 3 years. And even longer because the trauma has never left. The trauma has never left. I'm angry. And I always have been. I wouldn't have that anger if that didn't happen. And just like Stephanie said earlier, it's a culture in police. This boy is loud as hell. It's a culture in the police, whatever, academy, not academy, but it's a culture among police officers to lie on the police report. Just bold-faced lies. I'm done. I could talk about this for hours, days, years. I have been. Trust me, Stephanie has heard it all. For the last 8 years, she has heard it all. Over and over again. Because I've never gotten over it. Don't trust them. I want to say stay away from people that are into stuff, but it don't matter if you stay away. Evil finds you when they want to. You got to tear evil down. That's the only way. They're always going to be evil. You fight. You have to fight. Stephanie gonna be mad as fuck. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go. Excuse me. I know this video was long, I think. And I know it took me forever to talk. It's therapeutic to get it out. I suggest you do the same thing. Until next time, only good vibes. Peace.